Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys for the month of February. I decided to try and do this on a collective level instead of doing individual zodiac signs, just to see how this works, how it goes, what you guys think of it, so let me know if you like this kind of style. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be picking a card for the overall theme, and then I'm going to be picking a card for each week in February. So there will be 5 main cards, and then if I need to clarify any messages or anything like that, I will go ahead and do that. So there is kind of a set layout this time, however, the clarification cards, it can be however many I feel that I need for this reading. So I'm just going to go ahead and get shuffling, and while I do that, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the way that I read tarot. So the way that I read tarot is intuitively, and once I kind of get some of my schoolwork under wraps, I'm going to make a whole video about this and my entire process and stuff like that. But basically, I read tarot intuitively, so I get messages from the divine, from the universe, from whatever you want to call it, and that helps me interpret the card for the specific person or group that I'm reading for. Now, I also do this in combination with the traditional meaning of tarot, as I feel it's very important to honor, the tradition and the history of that. So yeah, I kind of do a little bit of both. That's probably the best way to describe it. Same goes for oracle cards or, rune readings, stuff like that. And I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else I had to tell you guys, so just gonna give this one more shuffle, and then I will cut the deck. Alright. And the deck that I'm using is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay, I'm not going to count that one because that was just me being dumb. Alright, tarot, if I could have a overall theme for the collective watching for the month of November. That wants to come out. Go on. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so you have the Ace of Wands. So already I'm seeing that you guys, February is going to be a month of kind of new beginnings and new offerings and new opportunities. I'm definitely seeing you guys kind of taking what you have and you're kind of revamping it. You're changing it into something different. You're changing it into something new. I really feel like this is more of you working with what you have in order to create something new versus stuff just kind of coming into your life, if that makes sense. So just set that right here. And then I'm going to pull a card for each of the 4 weeks. So if I could get a card for week 1. Okay, interesting. Alright, we have 2 cards come out, but I feel like I should take both. So here we have the Queen of Cups and the 6 of Cups. So when I'm seeing with this is in the first week, I feel like this is going to be a time for you to really focus in on kind of your more mental and emotional state and really connect with people who are going to kind of set the pace of the month in front of you. I feel like this is you kind of utilizing the people that you have and not like taking advantage of them in any way, but you just kind of, utilizing your friends and your family and your coworkers, relationship partners, stuff like that, and to really kind of helping you focus and hone in on what you need and really kind of relying on them for support, but at the same time, you're still, being very clear and you're still being very focused on what you want. Now, the Queen of Cups is very emotional, like emotionally driven, so I feel like that's something that you really need to look out for, is to really listen to your emotions and listen to how you're feeling and listen to those and go with what your emotions and stuff are telling you. Let's do this, actually. Alright, so that was the first week. So we have in the second week. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna take one of these cards because that was me being distracted and looking out my window. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a bit weird. I think I'm catching a cold, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see if I can get a card. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so what I'm seeing is really in the second week is when things are going to start picking up for you as far as offerings go. I feel like this first week, again, was just you kind of getting the preparations needed and you kind of, you know, getting things in line and getting things ready. And then in the second week is when things are going to start really falling into place and you're going to begin to have these offerings that are going to come through with you utilizing and really, you know, taking what you already have and making it work. It's going to bring in these new offerings because of that. Alright, let's see what's going on in the third week. Ooh, okay, so interesting. You have two cards here. I'm going to take both of them. Alright, so you have the Ten of Cups and then the Three of Wands. So what I'm seeing is you're going to be closing out some kind of cycle and it's going to be great. And because this is kind of closing out, you're then going to be looking onward into new ventures. I'm really seeing, you know, the phrase like things coming upon the horizon, like watching, you know, a ship sail into the harbor and seeing that little speck out far ahead and just knowing that it's coming your way and coming into your direction. And so I feel like that's really kind of where this Ace of Wands is coming in. With this Ace of Pentacles here, I think it's more so relating to the Ten of Cups, and you're going to get that offering coming in, and it's going to kind of close this thing out. It's going to, you know, be a very good ending. It's almost kind of that bittersweet where it's like, I feel like this is almost like, you know, a project that you've been working on for a long time and you kind of see it coming full circle and you're kind of sad to, you know, have to let it go and seeing it end and like watching you, you know, kind of almost like raising, you know, like raising a child and then sending them off to, you know, into the real world and, you know, on their own. It's like bittersweet because you see, you know, all that you've done, but you also have to let it go. And I feel like that's what this Ten of Cups is. But remember, you have new things on the horizon that I feel are even bigger and even better coming forward. So just keep that in mind. Alright, and then in the fourth and final week. And so far, I feel like I don't really need to clarify any of these cards. I feel like they're very self-explanatory. But I might just pull some more cards just to get some more details so you can see more of what you can expect. Okay, interesting. Alright, so again, you have two cards coming out. You had, like out of this 5 card spread, 3 of the cards came out in pairs of 2, so watch out for 2 synchronicities and look into what 2 means as angel numbers, spirit numbers, whatever you call them, because that might have some significance to you. Anyway, so what I'm seeing here is you have the 6, wait, no, that's not 6, that's 7. I know how to count, I swear. That's the 7 of Cups. Ooh, and the 7, right? Yeah, and the 7 of Wands, so also look for 7s, which is very interesting because 7 to me is always about kind of divine spiritual stuff, and so whatever is happening, it's divinely guided, and that's what I'm seeing here. So this is confirmation. There's going to be, I see some sort of struggle in the in the 4th week of February, but it's due to you being indecisive. It's due to you not really knowing where to go, not really knowing what direction to take. I'm actually going to pull clarifying cards on that for you, just to see what exactly is the holdup, why exactly this is. Okay. So with the Knight of Wands, I'm seeing that this is you not really knowing what pace to take. This is you not feeling quite sure how to exactly move into this project. Because to me, this horse isn't necessarily going fast, but it's not walking either. And just, I feel there's just this indecisiveness that I'm really feeling. And I feel like this is like, do I jump into this? Do I wait a little bit? Do I take it slow? Do I not do it at all? Whatever this is in regards to, you really are not sure what exact pace to take. And let me see if I can find an answer and get some guidance for that in the 4th week. And I will say this is a general, so it can be applied to anything, but I am getting, oh, there are 2 cards. I am getting a strong vibe of like almost business or career-like. So I feel like for a majority of you, this might be in regards to business and career. Okay. So you have the 8 of Swords and then the Empress. So what I'm saying with the 8 of Swords is it might be a very good idea to take it slow. It really might be a very good idea to wait to kind of see how things play out first before you jump head start. And I also feel like with the Empress, this is more of you needing to take control and taking like charge, but it's also, instead of like the Emperor, it has that divine feminine aspect. So I definitely feel like this is confirming you to really kind of sit back and think through and really, kind of focus in on, seeing how things play out, listening to your intuition, getting a feel for how things are first before you make any sort of judgment or any sort of action. Because that's a lot of what the divine feminine is it's more so waiting, it's more so thinking, it's more so intuition than it is like going into action, very action-based like the divine masculine is. So that's what I'm seeing with that. Is there anything else that I want to clarify? I don't think so. I am going to pull another card for an overall theme. I'm going to get 2 cards for the overall theme here, just to see if that affects the reading. Love that. Okay, so you have the Hermit. So I feel like this is, again, just kind of focusing in on, like, really the overall theme of the month is really kind of looking inwards to yourself and seeing how you can best make the situation work for you. And you can best, utilize the tools that you have in order for you to really get everything that you need. It's not so much the Magician, because I feel like you might have a couple of things missing. You might not have everything you need, but you're kind of saying, look, I can do this with what I have, and you're going to go for it, which I think is great and perfect. Let's see. I also feel like even though you're going to be making those connections with people in the 1st week, I'm definitely feeling like you need to reflect back on that. And even though you are going to be a bit more social in the 2nd week and focusing on, relations and how you can use your relationships to kind of help kickstart and guide you. And again, this isn't in like a, what is the word? Manipulative, or like, you're only using people for, your own good. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. You're just going to use what you already have to see like what, that can help you with, and get guidance from other people and stuff like that. But you really need to take a moment to reflect on those, is also what I'm seeing with the Hermit card. Now, I didn't plan on doing this, but I feel called to. I feel like I should pull a postcard from Spirit card. And the way I do that is I just kind of feel for the card. And I see the one that needs to come out. If I can grab it, that'd be lovely. There we go. Okay. So this is the back of the card. Very beautiful. Interesting. It looks like it's going to be about love. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I just skimmed the card. I'll read it out loud for you. Okay. Dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try and force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide, stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. Loving you so much, always and forever. Alright, so this is a message that Spirit loves you, and actually here, I'm going to show you this, so if you want to, pause and read it, you definitely can. And basically, this is just kind of confirming everything that I've stated. It's, accepting what's right in front of you and utilizing what you have to the best of your ability to really, make things the way that you want. But again, I really like how it's like, don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances, because I feel like that's kind of more so clarifying what's going to happen in the last week. The last week's going to be pretty eventful for you guys. This is going to be where you really need to make that decision. Everything else is just kind of building up the foundation for it. And in the final week of February, that's really going to be when things start like happening. So basically, I feel like things may not initially go the way that, you may feel guided to in the last week of February. So basically, I feel this card is saying, look, take that divine feminine road where you really sit and you contemplate and you think and you don't force anything and you see, how things are playing out, and then you base your decision on that, and you don't try to just jump in there and force things. Is really what I'm saying. Yeah, acceptance is a key to freedom. Accept what you have, and then once you realize that, then kind of move inward and, start working with what you have. But you need to accept what you have first, and you can't be like, oh, if only I had this, or oh, if only I had that, if only I could do this, oh, if only I could do that. Take what you already have, accept it, and utilize it to the best of your ability. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's it, guys, as far as your message for February goes. Again, let me know if you kind of like this general style of reading. It's just something new that I'm playing with. I felt drawn to just do kind of a general collective reading. So let me know if, you like this method, or if you would prefer more group-based kind of things. I've done zodiac signs in the past, but if there's any other group, I know pick a card readings are pretty interesting, which I am planning on doing one in the near future, so watch out for that. But yeah, just let me know. Feel free to comment, subscribe if you feel drawn to. If you have any questions, let me know. I also have an Etsy shop where you can find the link in the description if you want to book a private reading with me. If you also want to follow me on any of my social medias, all the links will be down there as well. And I think that's pretty much it. I love you guys very, 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 very much, and I will see you in the next reading.